Good morning, Dr. McNair. This is Chris Lozano, and I am doing my video from Barcelona, Spain, at a little outdoor cafe and busy street here in Barcelona. After taking the self-assessment results, I gained some insights and wanted to share them with you. One of the things that I already knew about myself before taking the self-assessment quiz is that I generally have a positive outlook. In the Gallup Strengths Finder, my number one strength is positivity. So admittedly, I'm pretty wired and biased to assume the positive. So my current take on organizational life includes that with all things being equal, I really believe in an inherent desire of most employees to contribute to their organization. And if leaders would allow, I think employees have really creative ideas that could positively impact the organization. Unfortunately, a lot of times we don't see where leaders will allow for that. And I think that's the important part of OD is that leaders will then have a chance to work with, or the practitioners rather, will work with the leaders to actually help affect change. And then in terms of groups and teams and committees, I have worked on some really amazing committees that have developed some just life-changing things. I'm currently in my department working for Loma Linda University, and we developed a model that actually is transforming lives through impacting, hearing people's stories and whatnot. That came out of committee. And then I've been on some committees that are just awful waste of time. So I was challenged with that question about whether or not groups and teams, can come out with good things and work together. But I think overall they can under the right leadership. So many leaders really underestimate the value of employee contributions. And I work for one that actually does value my contributions and wants to make sure that the employees are in there doing their best work and working in their best selves, and asks us weekly if we're doing what we think we like to do, where our skills lie. So I'm really blessed in that way, but I recognize that not everybody is. I answered the statement: in the vast majority of organizations, people learn from their experiences that their attempts to make constructive contributions are not rewarded and may even be penalized. I answered that in the affirmative because I think there's a lot of organizations that have some bad leaders, unfortunately. And I see this as I look around, but there's also really a lot of great ones as well. How my assumptions and values align with my faith, the assumptions and values of OD. The fundamental values, biblically, I believe that we really have freedom in Christ and that we're personally responsible for our behaviors, which we see in the self-control. Galatians 5:22, where it talks about the fruits of the Spirit, says that self-control is listed there. And for personal and interpersonal values, in this list I see a lot of human potential, empowerment, respect, dignity, and worth. And through the Bible, I really see that God imbues us with dignity and worth, where it says that we're fearfully and wonderfully made. And I think then it's our responsibility to show that worth to others as well, whether it's leaders, employees, co-workers, etc. In terms of system values, I really see a lot of win-win values and trust and community and diversity. And so I see this biblically in the verse that says, that talks about we're all one body and how, we need the eye and the foot and all the different parts to work together. And I think really the employees leaders should really be the prime example of the servant leaders. And share one item, I'll seek personal growth and development. I think through this class and others, I'm really seeking to find my voice, my authentic voice in my leadership. So the textbook discusses authenticity as an important value, and this is something I really struggle with. I'm typically one who will, I typically am who I think others want me to be rather than who I really am. So that's just me being a little bit transparent and real with you. And I'm looking forward to this class. And yeah, all right, thanks so much. Bye.